Afternoon, everybody. Today I just want to update my backyard garden trees. Some are 1 year old, some are 2 years old, and this is a black sapote. I planted. Can't remember. I think early spring this year, and put on a bit of growth. But early on, it was trying to fruit, but none of them whole because it's just too young. This is my white sapote. I dug it up from the front because it was not growing, and I relocated to the backyard, and slow growing, but at least it's still alive. So and that is some sort of plum. Let me have a look. It's a Burgundy plum. Survived 2 winter, no problems, and it's probably 180, 190 now, so very tall. This is plum trees. I've grown it from seed, so next spring I will graft some plum varieties onto this one, but it's getting very tall. It's like 2.5 meters. And this is my longan seedling. It's 2 years old. Put on a steady good growth, which is very good. And this is cherry moyas. I think that's 2 years old as well. It's growing steadily. 2 years old as well from seedling. Mango trees, seedling mango trees. It's quite shaded from the big plum tree, but it did put on growth from last year and put one shoot. I think this was this year's shoot, from here to there and from there to there. So I need to tip the plum trees. It's the Santa Rosa's one. Extremely fast growing. It was like 4 meters. They're just shading these whole areas. This is my Lee Jujube. Yeah, it's about like 3 meters as well, because it's trying to get the sun, because it's the bottom half is shaded by the plum tree as well. This is my others longan tree, longan seedling. It's 2 years old, and yeah, putting on a good growth. I'm very pleased. It's like at least 1.2 for 2 years, so that's pretty good. This is my other Lee Jujube, still in the poly bags, but the root is kind of gone through the poly bags and growing into the soil, so I have no choice, have to leave it here. It did give me some fruits, but the fruit fly got it before me, so very disappointed. But next year I really have to protect it earlier. This is lychee trees. I forgot the variety. Let me have a look. It's can't see it somewhere. When I planted it, this is the second summer. When I planted last summer, it did try flowers and stuff, but didn't hold any fruit because it was just fresh in the ground, and it dropped all the leaf during spring, and it's only putting new flush and growing really well. It's about the first month, no, second month of winters, so it's doing quite good. I'm very happy about it. That is Bosworth 3. It's growing steadily, and it did put on growth, so I'm very pleased. This is apple guava. This one I only just planted last summer, but I had it in pot for like the summer before, so it's 2 years old, and once I put in ground, it's just taking off. It's about like 1.8 meters, and it's giving a few fruit now. So 2 fruit. So yeah, fast growing trees, and fast to produce as well. This is my canasta. It's doing really well. It's survived the winter. I didn't frost cloth it, but in this area I usually protect overhead just with thermocloth, or just not frost cloth, shade cloth, like at night time. And this is achacha trees. It's 2 years in ground. It's very slow growing. It's only putting good new flushes because it's getting a lot of shade. They don't like full sun at all during summer. So the first summer I had it full sun. It didn't like it, so it got burnt. Another white sapote. This is lemon gold. It's supposed to grow very fast. I had it in this area for 2 years, and it's only this year that it's putting on a bit of growth. Whereas the one at the front, I had like, it's about 10 times growth, but because I bought it from Ross Creek, and this one is from Daly, which is smaller, but the Ross Creek one is like much taller when I bought it. So yes, so this is another guavas. Let me see, it's Indian guava. It's 2 years old in ground, and it's giving me 5 fruit. I pick one. Yes, I hear you, sweetheart. I pick one, and well, we need to charge it. And I got I picked one fruit, and it had fruit fly in it. Yeah, I need this one. It hasn't got fruit fly yet. I should bag it. It's quite big as well, so but for 2 years old, pretty good. It's about 1.8. So yes, and I'll be back in a minute. Persimmon over there. That's persimmon. Last year I had about 250 fruit at least. But this year I've got none. I should have thinned it last year, so it didn't use up all the energy from last year fruiting. So this year I should have like some fruit, but because I didn't thin it, I get no fruit. So it's best to grow different varieties and more than one. So if one of them decide to skip, you can have the other one fruiting. So yeah, I'm going back out. But this is a byproduct of 2 years. 2 years of I started 2 years ago, and this is a peach tree. This is an Okinawa seedling. I bought the seedling last year, and I planted and I think it's about 3.5 meters. And I've got a few fruit out of it, so we'll see next year how many more fruit I will get. This is jackfruit. It's 2 years old. It's got shaded from the Okinawa peach, so it doesn't get much sun, so should be a lot taller. That's another guava tree. I've grown it from seedling myself that I propagated. It's 2 years in ground, so it's about 1.5 meters. I guess next year I will get fruit out of it. This is Santol. Very slow growing. It's because I'm not very good at keeping up with the fertilizer. And initially I didn't have much mulch in this area, so it was always dry, and my area it gets super hot. It's been a struggle for me this summer because it's just been so hot, 30 and 48 almost every day, 35 degrees. And this is Kaimito. I planted last year and I protected, so it's doing well actually. It's growing. It likes shaded when it's young, so in a protected area. And this is Mame Sapote. It's 2 years old as well. And the first year I didn't protect it. It did survive. Second year I decided to frost cloth it, and I only just took off the top of the frost cloth. They like the shade. But the one I had in pot, 2 years old, it's a lot taller. It's like 30 centimeters taller. It has become a jungle in this area for a 2 years old garden. So if anybody want to start, fruit gardening, go for it. The time is now. It's never too late. I'm a busy mom, and I want to pick my own fruit, and my children love picking fruit from our garden. So, and these days the supermarket is quite expensive, so it's best to grow your own. It's organic, and you get a lot of joy out of it. This is seedling mango. It's 2 years old in ground. It's about 1.3 meters. It's doing well actually, really well. Initially it had a lot of sun, but now everything growing, so it got a lot more shaded. That's why I till it this way, so it kind of helped because it kind of protecting my yellow jaboticabas, 2 years in ground as well, slow growing. And this is my achacha tree. Yeah, it's been 2 years in ground as well, but it's so slow. It used to get a lot of sun, but now it's got shade from the mango trees. It does put out a bit of a flush. And this is my other Mame Sapote. It's 2 years in ground as well. It's doing okay in summer. They like a bit of shade as well, so if you don't give it enough shade, you have to keep up with the water, otherwise they get leaf burn. Black sapote, 2 years in ground. This is seedlings, not a grafted one, so growing really well actually. And resident cherries, 2 years in ground as well, doing quite well. This one, because initially it did get lots of sun, so it's got a bit of growth, but now it's got a bit more shaded. I had two at the front. It didn't die on me during winter, which which is very good, you know. But in Melbourne, if you don't protect it, it may die, or it defoliated all the leaf. Mine did defoliated all the leaf, but it didn't die. It was fine. This is another mangoes, 2 years old in ground as well. During spring, it didn't get much sun at all because I had the choco wine trellis on top overhead, so I was getting a lot of sun. I only chopped it off in spring actually. And star fruit, yes, star fruit trees. I'm doing well. 2 years in ground. Now it's got a lot more mulch and stuff, so it doesn't dry up as fast. First year was slow growing, but this year start taking off a little bit, and I've got a few more on the other side, but they're taking off, which is really good. I'm happy. That's my others mango seedling tree, 2 years old in ground as well, but that one usually get a lot more sunshine. That's why it's a lot taller than the previous one that I've shown you. Like this one, a third of the size, you know. That one's quite tall. So yes, these are just seedling avocado. They struggle because they get full sun all day, so it's not too happy. It's growing, but it just got lots of sunburn. Ow. Ow. Excuse me. More mangoes. Seedling, 2 years old as well. This one only get the sun until like 2 o'clock. So yeah, it's a bit slower than the other one. Mulberries, 2 years old in ground. It's becoming a beast. I've been cutting it down, and every time I cut it, it's producing more fruit. But yes, they fast growing. If you need shade, mulberry tree is the one to go for. This is another black sapote seedling, 2 years old in ground. This kind of like, you know, half shade, half sun. It's liking it and it's growing really well. It's another guava seedling that I propagated myself. There's another one, a guava seedling next to the American pawpaw. So I put it there because I wanted to give a bit of shade to the American pawpaw, because it does not like the sun at all while it's young. My kaffir lime taken off. 2 years in ground as well. It was, I think this is about 3 meters and a bit. When I brought it over, I dug it up from Melbourne. It was only like a meter's high, and it had disease and was struggling, but because where I am get really hot, it's lacking it. This is another mango seedling. It's got a bit of shaded, so I need to chop the mulberry tree so it give it a bit more sun. This is another kaimito, 2 years old as well, slow growing, but put on a little bit of flush once I got the mulch going. This is the lychee. It fruited last year. It gave me 1 fruit. This year it hasn't been growing at all. And about 2 weeks ago, I put down the mulch, just, you know, the leaf from the trees, and starting to flush. Even though I give it a lot of water, but if the ground dry up so quickly, they will not grow. So I noticed that same at the front. So mulch is the ideal if you want it to grow. They like the water in summer, but they also like their root to be protected, so put down the mulch. This is a 2 years old canestel as well. Doesn't grow much, but since it's a bit more shaded, it's liking it, putting a bit more flush. There's another longan seedling. It's doing very well actually, this one. Yeah, it's about 1.3 meters. So yeah, very pleased for to see the progress all this tree made over the years. This is longan seedling. It was only like 30 centimeters. It has double in size. It's another longan trees. 2 years old in ground as well, but this one didn't grow much. But it's grown enough because of the shaded from the kaffir lime trees. My papaya trees, 2 years old in ground. I've grown it from seed myself. Fruited last year, and the fruit was about that size and got ripe. So I'm hoping this one will get bigger now that it did fruit at spring and summer during summer. If not, I have to probably buy some more of those papaya trees from Daily and see if I could get it to fruit bigger. This is a seedling that I've grown myself. And this is a male one. And there's another one, just a stick there. Didn't get much sun, only morning sun, so it doesn't like it. It doesn't grow much. But the other one grown much taller. That one there, but it's not fruit yet because it was defoliating, and during winter. I protected them during winter, just overhead protected. But I think in this area it now create a microclimate. It's doing very well. This is this tree. See this one? I'm shaking. This is chestnut tree. I've grown this probably 5 years ago, and I put it in ground about 3 years ago, and it's got fruit for me. So I'm quite pleased. I got at least 5 fruit. So yeah, this is seedling that I propagated myself. What I did was I bought the chestnut from the shops, and I put in a serviette, wet the serviette, put in the Ziploc bag, and left it in the fridge for 2 months, 2 or 3 months, and in spring I take it out, and then it's been sprouted, and I just put it in the soil, start growing. So yeah, easy. There's a lot of things that you can grow from seed yourself. You don't even have to buy it. Unless you want fruit fasting, you can get fruit trees that are grafted. This is another lychee. It's a little sad because when I water it, it is lychee. It's a dwarf tree anyway. And it's a bit shady in this area, and I broke the top half off. So at least like 20 centimeters. But at least it's still alive, so it will grow eventually. You have to have patience with lychee. They're super slow growing. Those are just some mango tree, seedling tree that I planted 2 years ago. just put, after I eat the fruit, I put the seed there and it just grew. And there's another one there next to this pepino, but it's so shaded, it doesn't grow as much. This is African breadfruit. I had 4, no, actually I had 5. One actually died last winter, but it grew back just a little bit. They like shaded, protected area, but I'm just pleased that it's growing. It survived the winter. My jackfruit, slow growing, considering that it's super hot in my area. It's just keeping up with the waters, but this area, it's got shaded half of the day. So it's another mango trees. Another guava tree. That could be Thai, that could be Indian. No fruit yet, this one. It was 2 years in ground as well, but like I said, this area is shaded. So yes, this is seedling. It's not a peach. Other fruit, I'm sorry, I forgot. Yeah, just seedling, fast growing. These are seedling 2 years old guava tree that I actually put the seed in this bathtub, and I had about 10, and I dug up some to grow around in this area, and I still have 3 in here, so I might dig out some more next year. The other 2 on the other end, because it's got quite shaded, that's why it's not growing as fast as this one. But guava in my area is quite easy to grow. At 2 years old, from seedling, they'll give you fruit. So I've got a few variety. I have Thai, I had Indian, I had China pear. This is persimmon seedling. I grafted 4 variety onto this one, and they all took, except one of them. It was fast growing, and I didn't support it. It broke off. It was about at least 40 centimeters. It was just getting too heavy, top heavy, so it just broke off the new grafted. But persimmon tree is easy to graft. Have a go. Start it early spring, and you if you graft it, you get more success. African Bry, 2 years old, not much growth. It's a seedling. It's not a grafted one. This is Rollinia. It was at least 0.5 meters, but the first year I didn't protect it, and it died. The top bit died, and it's gone backward. So last year I protected it with frost cloth. It was okay. It still died at the top a little bit more, so hopefully take off next year. It's been 3 years. It's gonna be 3 years next year. Canesta, no problem. I frost closed it last year, so this one, because it's not top protected, but in my area, Canesta doing alright, as long as you protect it while it's young. White sapote seedling, I planted 4 of these, and one of them died because Excuse me. The other one was full sun and it didn't like it now. It didn't have light.